Good morning, students. We are studying Understanding Quadrilaterals, Chapter 3. And in this, we have already discussed about the basic concepts or basic ideas of the topic. Now, today we will solve the questions from exercise 3.1. So, first question of exercise 3.1 is, we have to classify these figures on the basis of simple curve, simple closed curve, polygons, convex polygon and concave polygon. So, first of all, we have to observe these all figures. There are 8 figures, student. We have to categorize all figures in the given topic. So, simple curve first. What are the simple curves? Student, in introduction video you know that simple curve, when we draw any figure without lifting pen or pencil from the paper or without retracing that. So, according to that, so first figure, student, this is a simple curve. This second figure, it is also a simple curve. And this figure, student, we cannot draw this figure without lifting pen or pencil from the paper. पेपर पर अगर हम पेन और पेंसिल को अगर नहीं उठाते हैं स्टूडेंट, तो उससे हम इस फिगर को नहीं ड्रा कर सकते, क्योंकि वन टाइम में हम सिर्फ इस फिगर को यहाँ ड्रा कर सकते हैं और ये फिगर यहाँ इसको 2 टाइम्स ये सर्किल है, तो इसको ड्रा करने के लिए फिर हमको पेन या पेंसिल को वहाँ उठाना होगा. देयरफॉर दिस वन इट इज नॉट अ सिंपल कर्व एंड दिस फिगर मेनी पॉइंट्स ऑफ दिस फिगर रिट्रेसिंग इटसेल्फ. इस फिगर की कई पॉइंट्स ऐसी हैं जो एक दूसरे को बार बार रिट्रेस कर रही हैं, उस पर उसके ऊपर से जा रही हैं, ओवरलैप कर रही हैं. So, this figure is also not a simple curve. And in this figure, figure number 5, it is also a simple curve. And this one, it is also a simple curve. This figure is also a simple curve. And this figure, student, this figure, when we draw this figure, many points at this point and this point repeats. So, it is not a simple curve. So, our answer is figure number 1, figure number 2, figure number 5, figure number 6 and figure 7. These figures are simple curve. Now, we have to find out simple closed curves. So, student, these are the simple curves. So, if these figures are closed, then they are simple closed curve. This figure is a simple closed curve. This is also a simple closed curve. And because these are not simple curves, so we have to left this one and this one. Clear, student? So, in these 5 figures we have to choose now, because these figures are not a simple curve. Clear, student? So, we have to find out simple closed curve. This figure is a simple closed curve. This figure is also a simple closed curve. And this is also a simple closed curve. This figure is also a simple closed curve. And again this figure is also a simple closed curve. So, we have to write the answer 1, 2, 5, 6 and 7. Again, these all are the simple closed curves. Now, polygon. Students, you know that polygons are the simple closed curve made up of line segments, made up of straight lines only. So, this figure number 1 and figure number 2, these are made up of line segments. And this is a curved line, student. So, it is not a straight line, and in this figure there is a curve. So, it is not a polygon, this figure is also not a polygon, and this figure is also not a polygon, because this line is a curved line. This is not a straight line. Clear, student? So our answer is 1 and 2. These figures are polygons. So answer is 1 and 2. Clear, students? Now we have to choose convex polygon and concave polygon, because there are only two figures that are polygons. So we have to choose in these two figures which is convex polygon and which is concave polygon. So student, first of all we have to know about convex polygon. In your introduction video, you know that a convex polygon, in a convex polygon, all the diagonals lie interior of the figure, interior of the polygon. So in this figure, student, at least one diagonal will be outside of the figure. This diagonal will be lie outside or exterior of the figure. Therefore it is not a convex polygon, it is concave polygon. And this figure, all the diagonals will lie interior of the polygon. These are the diagonals. Clear, student? So this figure number 2 is a convex polygon, and figure number 1 is a concave polygon. So this answer 2 and this one answer 1. Clear, student? This is question number 2, student, and in this question, how many diagonals each of the following have? First one, a convex quadrilateral. Second, a regular hexagon, and third, a triangle. Students, in this question we have to find out the diagonals of these figures. How many diagonals each of the following have? So first of all, we will take a convex quadrilateral. This one, student, this is figure of a convex quadrilateral. It is a convex quadrilateral A, B, C, D. Four-sided figures are called quadrilaterals, and it is a convex quadrilateral because all the diagonals interior in the figure. Therefore, it is a convex quadrilateral. So now we have to find out the number of diagonals. And what are diagonals? A line that joins non-consecutive points of a polygon, that is called diagonal. So non-consecutive points, it means after one point or after one vertex it joins the other vertex. So this one A to C, this one is a diagonal, and again B, D, it is a diagonal. So this figure, this quadrilateral have two diagonals. Clear, student? And second figure is a regular hexagon, B. Regular hexagon, a hexagon whose all sides are of equal length and whose all angles are of equal measures. रेगुलर फिगर या रेगुलर पॉलीगॉन वो पॉलीगॉन होता है स्टूडेंट्स जिसकी सारी साइड्स इक्वल लेंथ की होती हैं और उसके सारे एंगल्स इक्वल मेजर्स के होते हैं. दिस वन रेगुलर हेक्सागन. सो हेक्सागन is a six-sided figure, student. So this one and all the sides are of equal length. Clear, student? So A, B, C, D, E, F. There are six sides, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and all the sides are of equal length. Therefore, it is a regular hexagon. Now we have to find out the number of diagonals in this figure, student. So first join the non-consecutive vertex. This one A and C. First diagonal, this B and D second diagonal, this C and F third diagonal, D and F fourth diagonal, and this one E and A fifth diagonal, E and B sixth diagonal, A and D seventh diagonal, and F and B eighth diagonal, and this one E and C, this one ninth diagonal. So there are AC, this one, BD, second one, and CE, third diagonal, this one is student, and this DF, fourth diagonal, DA or AD, fifth diagonal, this one AE, sixth diagonal, again this one FD or DF, this seventh diagonal, eighth diagonal, BF, and ninth diagonal student, that is CF. So in this figure there are 9 diagonals. Third figure C, that is a triangle student. This one, triangle A, B, C, there are 3 sides, and in this figure student all sides are consecutive sides. There is no non-vertex, therefore diagonals will be 0. In this figure number of diagonals will be 0. Now we have to use the formula student. This one is the first method to find out the diagonals, and second method, with using the formula we can find out the number of diagonal of any polygon. Formula, number of diagonals of a polygon is equal to n minus 3 by 2. So first is quadrilateral. That is convex quadrilateral student, 4-sided figure. So number of side are n is equal to 4. So formula, number of diagonals will be n minus 3 by 2. So this one 4 into 4 minus 3 by 2. So it will be 4 minus 3 student, this one will be 1. So 4 into 1 by 2. This one will be 4 by 2. So this one will be 2. 2 diagonals. Clear student? In this figure, in quadrilateral, there will be 2 diagonals. Second figure is regular hexagon. Hexagon is a 6-sided figure. N is equal to 6. This one, number of side. So number of diagonal is equal to n minus 3 by 2. So it will be, n is 6 here student, so 6 into 6 minus 3 by 2. So 6 into 6 minus 3, that is 3 by 2. 2, 3 ja 6, so 3 into 3 is equal to 9. In this figure, there will be 9 diagonals, student. And next figure is triangle, student. And in triangle, n is equal to 3, means number of side is 3 here, student. So number of diagonal is equal to n minus 3 by 2 is equal to 3 into 3 minus 3 by 2 is equal to, this one will be, student, 3 into 3 minus 3, it will be 0. 3 into 0 by 2 is equal to 0 by 2 is equal to 0. So number of diagonals in a triangle will be 0 here, student. This is question number 3, student. And in this question, what is the sum of the measures of the angle of a convex quadrilateral? Will this property hold if the quadrilateral is not convex? Make non-convex quadrilateral and try. This question is divided into 2 parts, student. In first part, we have to find the sum of the total interior angles of a convex quadrilateral. What will be the sum of interior angles of a quadrilateral? And second part of the question is, will this property hold if the quadrilateral is not convex? क्या ये प्रॉपर्टी उस पर भी लागू होती है जब क्वाड्रिलेटरल कॉन्वेक्स नहीं है? इट मीन्स क्वाड्रिलेटरल इज कॉन्केव. मेक नॉन कॉन्वेक्स क्वाड्रिलेटरल एंड ट्राई. सो वी हैव टू मेक फिगर एंड वी हैव टू ट्राई वेदर द सम ऑफ इंटीरियर एंगल इज इक्वल टू द सम ऑफ इंटीरियर एंगल ऑफ कॉन्वेक्स क्वाड्रिलेटरल. सो इन द फर्स्ट पार्ट ऑफ this, student, this figure is a convex quadrilateral A, B, C, D. Clear, student? This one is a convex quadrilateral. Now we have to find out the measures of the interior angles, total sum of all interior angles. So sum of all interior angles of any polygon we are finding out the sum of interior angle of a quadrilateral, student, but we can find the sum of interior angles of any polygon using this formula is equal to n minus 2 into 180. So this is a quadrilateral, student. So number of side that is n is equal to 4 here, student. Now we have to use this formula to find out the total or sum of all interior angles, and this one will be 4 minus 2 into 180. This one, student, 180. This n is equal to 4 because number of sides in a quadrilateral there are 4 sides. So 4 minus 2, this one 2 into 180, it is 360 degree. So sum of all interior angle of quadrilateral is equal to 360 degree. Sum of all interior angles interior angle of a quadrilateral is equal to 360 degrees. Now we have to find out whether the sum of all interior angle of a concave polygon is also 360 degree. Now we will solve the second part of this question, concave polygon or concave quadrilateral. So now we have to take a concave quadrilateral, student. This is a concave quadrilateral, student, because it is four-sided figure A, B, C and D. So AB first side, BC second side, CD third side and DA fourth side. It is a concave quadrilateral, student. Now we have to divide this figure or this quadrilateral into two parts or two triangles. So this one triangle DAB and this one triangle DCB. Now we have to find the sum of all interior angle of this quadrilateral. So in triangle DAB, angle 1, this one angle 2, this one angle 3, this angle 4, angle 5 and angle 6. Now we have to find the sum of all angles. In triangle DAB is a triangle, student, and sum of all angles of a triangle we know that is 180 degree. So angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 is equal to 180 degree. Reason, angle sum property of triangle. Angle sum property of triangle. Clear, student? This is equation first. Now we have to take another triangle, that is triangle DCB. In triangle DCB, again sum of all angles, angle 4 plus angle 5 plus angle 6. Angle 4 plus angle 5 plus angle 6 is equal to 180 degree. Same reason, student, angle sum property of triangle, and this is equation second. Now we have to add these two equations, student, by adding one and two, both equation. So first part of first equation, that is angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3. First part of the second equation, that is angle 4 plus angle 5 plus angle 6 is equal to this second part of this equation, first equation, and second part of the second equation, that is 180 plus 180. Student, this one is left hand side, this one is right hand side. We have to add left hand side of the equation with the left hand side of the equation and right hand side of the equation with the right hand side of equation. So this one, angle 1, it is angle A plus angle 2 plus angle 3, this one angle 3 plus angle 3 plus angle 4, student, this one angle 3 plus 4, this one is angle D, this one total angle 3 plus angle 4. 4. So angle D plus this one angle 5 plus this one angle 6 is angle C. Angle C is equal to 180 and 180, 360. Now this one angle A plus angle C plus angle D plus angle 2 plus angle 5. Now add these angle 2 plus 5, total angle is angle B, student, here. So this one will be angle B. In place of 2 plus 5 we will write angle B. This one 360 degree, or angle A plus angle B. In place of this we have to write angle B, because angle 2 plus angle 5 is angle B, student. So angle B plus angle C plus angle D is equal to 360 degree. So sum of all angles of this concave quadrilateral is also 360 degree.